gonna do this shit. Let's do it live! Here it comes.
There you are.
Yep, there I am.
Hi, welcome to the Hizzle Gaming Podcast.
Yeah, take two. Sometimes it takes two, Hitro.
Sometimes it does take two.
Yes, it does. See what I did there? Pretty nice. Wait a minute. No, I'm not streaming.
It shows you live. Wait, no. What the fuck?
It says, oh, now it's live. There we go.
Wait, yeah, it's live.
Yeah, it's good. That's good. It just says Hizzle live stream, though.
Yeah, that's all mine says, too. Like, if you go to my page.
I'm going to edit that, though. I'll edit it. Hold on. Hizzle Gaming Podcast GOTY Awards. And it's visible to the public. There. Did that clear it up? Did that fix? Yes, it fixed it. All right, we're good to go. We're on the place. It is Thursday. Let's recap. I'm Hizzle. And
nice.
You're Hitro. And we're doing the Hizzle Gaming Podcast live. After the Game Awards are now done, we're not going to rebroadcast it. Decided not to.
Yeah, I really probably should re-edit my shit, but I'm just like, oh, fuck it.
There is a PlayStation Store sale up for the GOTYs right here, the Game Awards. We're going to check that out first. Then we're going to recap the awards, what we saw from the trailers that stood out to us, each of us.
Okay.
And we're going to resolve our differences in life. No, we're going to resolve the competition between Hitro and I for the predictions that we did last week, and a very interesting conclusion to that. You'll have to watch to the end to find out, or listen to the end, depending on what you're doing. But we're here on YouTube after fucking it up a couple times. It is live. We're going strong, and here we are on the sales page.
And Deathloop with the greatest sale right now.
Deathloop is interesting. It is very interesting.
50% off, $30 for the PS5 edition.
Mm-hmm.
That is
PS5 coming in strong at the Game Awards.
Oh yeah.
Deathloop got a couple, which you'll see in a little bit. Kenna got a couple, which surprised me, but didn't surprise me, but surprised me. You know what I mean?
Yes.
But Kenna is on sale as well. That is an excellent game. It's excellent.
Yes, it is.
Resident Evil got nominated, but bupkis.
Bupkis.
I don't know why Battlefield is in here. For
one, there is something really wrong with this list.
Because Assassin's Creed
Battlefield. No, Battlefield.
Mm-hmm.
That game, you should never spend $70 on.
And you should never play it on a PS4.
That game should only be $40, what the PS4 version is on for sale.
Mm-hmm, mm-hmm.
Because it's just a multiplayer shooter and no campaign.
True.
And also, I found out earlier today, because I was watching a bunch of other channels, Battlefield 2042 was initially supposed to be the Warzone Tarkov crossover for EA.
A free game.
Yes. And then they decided to scrap that and just turn it into a full-blown game. That's why Conquest is the way it is, which feels more like a Call of Duty shooter than it does a Battlefield shooter.
Mm-hmm.
So it's like more fast, twitchy kind of thing. And classes don't make a sense. It's supposed to be specialists, which is now that all makes sense to me. So.
But they still try to milk people for $70.
Yep, and the Hard Zone or whatever it's called was going to be the free thing that they were going to put out. And I got a feeling it's already dead because it doesn't work. So, well, yeah. So, if you want to play this game and you guys have a PC or whatever, spend $15 for EA Pro for like a month or two, and you can play Battlefield, get your fill in, and then just unsubscribe. And you get the Ultimate Edition of the game. So, That is my take on Battlefield 2042. It's a fun game, but it's not worth $70. It's not even worth $50. It's worth $40 at most.
Guardians of the Galaxy GOTY winning for best narrative, which we'll find out later.
Narrative.
$38.99.
That's a pretty good sell, but I think it was on a deeper sell like a week or two ago for Black Friday. Wasn't it like on sale for like $30?
I don't know.
The
Demon Souls sale is the same because that's what I bought it for.
Yeah, Demon Souls is the same, but I think Guardians of the Galaxy was on sale for like $30. I think at like Best Buy and stuff.
I've seen Riders Republic cheaper, so don't buy that if you're waiting for sale. Returnal is the same sale.
Yeah, I'm waiting for that to go on a deeper sell. When that drops to $30, I'm willing to go into a rage-induced coma of these kind of games.
It's hard. It's a hard game.
Yeah, I watched you play it. It already looks like I'm gonna have to buy at least another controller or two before I even attempt to touch it.
It Takes Two.
It Takes Two.
GOTY winning several GOTYs.
Oh yeah.
Including
on sale for $25.
So yeah, drop 25 and fuck the Oscars.
Or if you have a friend who owns the game, download the friend code.
Yeah, that's
just play with them.
That is the key to this game, is that you have to play it with someone else. But the good part is that other person doesn't have to own the game. You can download the friend code edition and play the entire game with your friend for free. Well, your friend has to own it, but you don't. Very cool.
I will say, though, that Demon Souls Digital Deluxe Edition, if it was just slightly cheaper than 33% off, I think this should have been around the... like, Demon Souls is, at the $40 mark?
Mm-hmm.
The Digital Deluxe, I think, should be at, like, the $50. Because there's not much difference. You're just getting some extra minor shit.
Hades is in there with the little small sale. I think I'm waiting a little longer for Hades because, again, that's another roguelike.
If you want to try Hades out, I know you still have Game Pass.
Mm-hmm.
It's on Game Pass.
Oh, okay. And then I'll
also, Psychonauts 2 is on Game Pass. I plan on playing that after I play Halo. Yeah.
Halo?
Halo? I just like, oh, wait.
Did you say Halo?
No, I said Halo.
Oh, I thought you said Hater.
I tried to stop. I stopped saying Halo because I figured we'd talk about like what have we been playing this week. Halo. So yeah, I see Returnal, the deluxe edition. That seems about right for that. $60.
And look, the game I'm playing right now, replaying the campaign, Avengers Endgame edition.
Yep. Life is Strange.
There's Tales from Arise Deluxe. $60. Yeah. Is that worth it?
$60. If you can find the base game, just get the base game.
Okay.
Don't spend.
Don't need the digital
all the deluxe stuff gives you is just extra costumes. It's just all visual stuff. There's no difference in gameplay or anything like that. No like legendary. Well, I think they don't give you a legendary weapon. I can't remember. It's been a while since I played the game. It gives you premium travel pack, adventure pack, item pack, artifacts, item food. So it gives you some minor stuff, but nothing that's like too game changing. So it looks like the demo is still on here for free. The standard edition is still full price. So the deluxe edition is actually worth it because between the deluxe and the standard, $60. They're both 60. So yeah, get the deluxe then. Get the extra goodies. It costs the exact same.
Yeah, we were talking about playing Fall Guys for Christmas because one of the things that actually stood out for me, which was weird, is that the Fall Guys is getting a Nightmare Before Christmas like kind of thing for Christmas, and I thought that was kind of cool. That kind of stood out for me, actually.
Yeah. I also noticed that they also have some stuff from previous expansions as well that are probably included now with it.
Most of us got this game on PS Plus when it was free, but you can buy it for $9.99.
Oh wow, Deathloop the Deluxe Edition, $40.
Deluxe.
Far Cry Gold Edition, $60.
Yeah, and the DLC reviewed really well. At least the first one. It's already out.
Okay.
Hitman is also on sale for pretty cheap.
Oh, if you guys have yet to still play it, this game is probably gonna eventually go into PlayStation Classics. But Star Wars Jedi Fallen is on sale for $17.50. That is a really good sell for this
It's a
game,
good ass
especially
game.
if you like roguelikes. And it's not like it's a hard roguelike. I think I had more issues fighting stormtroopers than I did fighting the bosses in this game.
It's not a roguelike. No. It's just a
No,
single
like
player game. It's a
yeah,
story game.
Dark Souls-y.
It's Dark Soulsy ish, but it's not a roguelike.
Roguelike.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it doesn't fuck you over. There are
Completely.
checkpoints and there are upgrade points and stuff, and it's semi combat wise. I don't think it's that hard. I didn't think it was that hard. It is nowhere near Demon Souls.
Okay. I will say this. I had more issues fighting stormtroopers than I ever did fucking fighting any of the bosses in that game.
But here's the key. It has a difficulty setting. That is something that a Souls game would never do.
The difficulty in a Souls game, your ass.
Difficulty in a Souls game is go on YouTube and look up how to cheat.
Or look at everything else. Persona 5 Royal Ultimate Edition.
That's a good deal. That is a good deal.
That is an amazing deal. 60% off, $40 for a $100 game.
And that includes everything.
Yeah. Well, now here's the question: does that include what is the standard edition at? The Persona 5 Royal Deluxe Edition is on sale for $25.
Yeah, but the Ultimate Edition includes every single piece of DLC ever made.
The difference is just not much. Yeah, really, the Ultimate Edition is probably the one to go. That's $40. The Deluxe probably just comes with some extra.
It's just costumes. Yeah.
Mhm. So, but yeah, $40 for this. I'm actually very tempted to buy this.
That's a good deal. Damn.
I actually might pick that up before it goes away because these sales end on the 13th. So you have a couple days.
You have the weekend.
Basically.
Mm-hmm. Outriders, meh. That game is meh.
It'll be free. It'll be free.
It'll be free some point.
I think they're gonna make this free. PlayStation will make this free eventually.
Mm-hmm.
If it goes cheaper than $20, you'd probably get your money's worth. And a lot of the issues in this game has probably been fixed by now.
The new Horizon DLC is free. So they added some shit to this to fix the loot. Yeah. But it's still meh. It's still meh.
Meh. It's not a bad game, but it's not a good game either.
Nah, it's
a meh.
But Borderlands 3 for PS5 is definitely worth $15.
Yeah, I think I'll buy that because I have that on my Xbox. I don't have that on my PS5, so I think I'm gonna pick that up. That'd be a fun co-op run game. Jurassic.
That just came out. Jurassic World Evolution 2.
Yeah, but it's not a deep enough sell. If you are into Sims World games, this is a game. But I would never buy this game for the console. I would. These are PC games.
Agreed. If you're gonna build shit, you need a mouse. You need a PC.
Especially if you have to be very meticulous about certain details, taking care of things. It's a lot quicker to just click on something than it is to move your fucking left stick over until you hit the thing properly.
Agreed, 1000%. And most of the people that play these games to what they're worth are very meticulous. No, they're just meticulous.
I don't know what that is. Watch Dogs Legions. That's actually worth $15. I would say buy that for $15.
It is fun. It is very, very interesting and fun for about 10 to 12 hours.
Now, mind you, I'm only telling you to get the standard edition. I don't know about the gold edition. I don't know if the DLC is even worth this extra $15.
I have it.
The $30.
I have the DLC for this.
How was it?
You get to play as Aiden, Pierce, and the other guy.
Now, the only benefit of buying this game, the gold edition, for $30, is that Ubisoft is notorious for never putting any of their DLC on sale ever. Ever.
You can never. Here's the thing, though. I got it on sale. when I bought it.
Yeah, but they don't. It's very rare.
You have to watch for it. Yeah, you got to put it on your favorites.
It's like they will drop it
Mm-hmm.
and they won't say anything,
Yep.
and then it'll just go away.
Yep. Yeah, I think I got it for $20, the DLC. And of course, I paid the full 60 for the game at launch. I agree. This game is not worth. It's worth 15. It's definitely not worth more than that.
All right, now here's Elder Scrolls Online is $5. Okay, if you're into that.
No.
Again, PC only for these kind of games.
That's a drink coaster.
Yeah. Anyways, now if you since it is holidays, and let's say you got a relative that's getting a PS5 soon, there is a bundle on here with one extremely good game and one pretty decent game, and that's like we said, this Watch Dogs Legion, but Assassin's Creed Valhalla, and you can get both of them for $36.
I think the Immortals Creed Valhalla bundle is a little bit better.
Oh, I didn't see that. Was that higher?
It's on the next page.
Oh, I haven't got to the next page yet.
Yeah, there's a Mortal Phoenix Rising Valhalla bundle. A little bit better. Immortals is a little bit better game than Watch Dogs, I think. And you're going to be able to get Watch Dogs for super cheap on its own if you wanted it.
All right. But yeah, you know what? You're right. That's if that. But I mean, yeah, you're right. Oh, Yakuza Like a Dragon.
That's a great
Legendary Hero Edition. That is a good price for that version of the game.
That's a good game. Yes, very good.
Yes, it is. I'm gonna check to see if there's.
Look, there's the season pass. Watch Dogs Legion season pass.
Here, okay, the Hero Edition's on sale, and the Legendary, and that was the Legendary Hero version. So, base game is still full price for Yakuza, but the Hero Edition and the Legendary Hero are on sale. Hero is $35, Legendary is $45. Blackwood, that's more just DLC for that. Okay, Black Desert? No. Guilty Gear.
Don't play Black Desert on a console if you're gonna play it.
You can get it on PC for cheap anymore. Apex, never spend money on this game. You can play it for free.
Mm-hmm.
There's no, don't spend money on this game. You can play it for free. It's a free game to play. There's no reason to spend money on it. Alan Wake Remastered.
Yeah.
Yes.
They dropped a trailer for that too. For the
Alan
number
Wake
2 for the
next
2.
year.
Yeah, for 2.
But Alan Wake Remastered, if you have not played it, I really do recommend this game. It is a very good game. I don't know which one is which. Batman Arkham Knight, I mean, $4. If you haven't played it, then you haven't played a PlayStation game ever.
If you don't have this for $4, you should buy it. Yeah. Just get it.
Yeah.
Super good.
If anything, you could probably find a bundle online.
How come Biomutant isn't cheaper? Fucking bastard.
Biomutant still a thing?
It is.
Oh yeah, Biomutant.
Yeah, it should be cheaper.
Again, it's still too expensive for this price point. I can't really say I enjoyed my playthrough because I did play this on PC and I did find out that the PC version of this game is a little buggy. There were some issues, like I was trying to play with controller and then my controller just stopped working in the game. I was just like, oh, that's not good. So I had to go to mouse and keyboard, which, after like 40 minutes of doing the tutorial, throws you completely. Again, don't spend money on Apex. The season pass of Watch Dogs Legion.
Yeah, we were just saying it's never on sale, and it's on sale.
There it is. It's on sale.
There's that Jet to Far Shore game, but again, it's not. I don't think it's deep enough.
I think that's gonna be free eventually. I'm gonna hold off. I want to play it.
Yeah, me too.
It either has to be like $15, or it has to be free. I'm sorry, developers.
It's technically $19.50 right now with Plus, but.
I'm not signing.
But Doom Eternal Deluxe is worth that $29.69 Walmart pricing.
That is pretty good.
Yep, that comes with all the DLC. that deluxe edition.
Here we go. We were just talking about Fall Guys earlier. The Tron costume pack.
And I don't care about costume. I just think it's interesting that they're doing some special Christmas stuff for Fall Guys. I think Fall Guys is an excellent thing to play with like your family and shit. I wouldn't buy costumes. I would never buy costumes in that game.
Scarlet Nexus is on here.
Deluxe edition.
For the deluxe edition. I'm seeing if the.
I heard it wasn't really that good of a game.
The combat is fun, right? And it can get very difficult. But the story made zero sense to me. And I tried, and you know how I play JRPGs. Generally, JRPGs is like you listen to the story, then you run around and you do shit. No, they were talking the whole fucking time during fights and everything. So I was like, I don't understand what the fuck's going on because I don't speak Japanese.
But this isn't.
So I had to flip it over to English.
This is a good sale to peruse through. But again, I think it's rough to buy something for yourself during this time of year. Just because. But I think there's a lot of really good deals in here. For mainline games that are half off, basically, that are very good. Like if they got nominated for a GOTY, they're probably good. Like I was watching the show and I was like, in the last 4 or 5 years I've watched the Game Awards, I have rarely disagreed with their nominees to the point where I was just like, no way. Like maybe the farthest I'd go is I'd say now that I've played Celeste, I don't think Celeste should have been a Game of the Year nomination. But again, it's like very rarely. It's like, because that year was like Spider-Man, God of War, Red Dead Redemption 2. You know what I mean? And Celeste. It's like, Celeste, really? But like this year, all the categories, I was like, yeah, that makes sense. Yeah, that makes sense. For the most part. So like when you're looking through this category, this sale, it's like, well, all these games have been or were nominated in some fashion. So it's like they're going to be solid games.
Yes.
There you go. There's your sales. Let's go right into the GOTYs. And I have the results of the competition, and I'm going to go in reverse order. So I'm set up already to go in reverse order from what we picked.
Oh, I was gonna look at the blog to see if there's anything new on the blog, but
we'll do that at the end because that's the Matrix shit.
Okay.
And some other announcements. So we'll talk about like what stood out to us during the GOTYs, and I kind of want to just pull straight from the top of your head, so it's like not we don't go through the whole thing. But we'll go through all these awards. So we got most. We'll start with most. We'll go reverse order since that's how I have all our predictions.
That's how mine is set up right now.
Yep. So most
Best
anticipated.
esports event?
No, we skip all the esports shit. Start with most anticipated. I think it's number 25.
Yeah, I see it.
Yeah, most anticipated. Heater, you got a point here. You were right.
Yes, I did.
You were right with the Elden Ring. And of course,
it was too fresh, and people were talking about it for a lot longer than they were other games. Like, mind you, if God of War released a brand new trailer that was just pure gameplay around the same time Elden Ring did that, God of War would have took it. But Elden Ring had gameplay,
and they worked it into the trailer in the actual show itself, so it kind of worked. They worked it in there, but. Yeah, the Soulsborne community is strong. Let's put it that way. So there's your first point. You were up 1-0 at this point, and I already thought you were going to blow me away at this point. I was like, oh shit. I picked God of War, obviously, and lost. So
I honestly was gonna my personal choice. Like I figured people would choose Elden Ring, so that's why I voted that one. But my personal choice for me was fucking Zelda, I think.
Sure.
Or God of War. Basically, every game on this list I'm excited for. Even Elden Ring, even though it's my least excited of the choices. But still.
Best debut indie. Neither one of us got a point here.
It
The
was
winner was
Kenna.
Kenna, and it deserves it. Like I said, I don't want to disagree with that just because I got it wrong.
I chose Valheim.
Yeah, yeah.
Because I think Valheim was a solid game at the beginning of the year.
Best multiplayer game went to I skipped content creator. Went to
Yeah.
It Takes Two, which again 0 points. So you're still at 1-0 at this point. And I'm thinking I'm just going to get everyone wrong because. But yeah, I mean this could have been a little hint as to how the night was going to go for It Takes Two. The fact that it beat out all these other
Back for
games.
Blood.
Yeah, all these other Back for Blood.
Well, Back for Blood, I was actually having very positive feedback. I wasn't even gonna say New World because New World, after the first week, people were just bitching and just trying to get into the game. So most people couldn't even play the game for like the first couple weeks. So, and it was a very niche market. MMOs are very hard to fucking win in these categories.
Yeah, MMOs have kind of fallen off also in the last few years.
They're not like 10 years ago. It might have been a different story, but now
I think
MMOs.
Final Fantasy 14 still holding on pretty strong, but
that's because it's the community, and the community makes that game. Like if the community wasn't there, that game would have folded a long time ago, I think. Right.
Best sports racing, a point for each of us. We share a point here. Forza Horizon 5, I think this is the obvious choice. Like, come on.
Forza's fucking amazing.
Yeah, like these other games are jokes compared to Forza. Come on, FIFA, get the fuck out of here.
Get out of here, FIFA. We don't need you. One, FIFA should never be considered. That should be more like a gambling game, like 2K.
So 2-1 at this point. I'm like, well, I mean, we both picked the same thing. So I'm still not feeling very good. I'm still thinking I'm getting blown out. Best sim strategy.
Best sim strategy.
Yeah.
None of us.
No points. No points here.
I honestly thought Flight Simulator would have taken it.
You picked Humankind. It didn't win.
I know.
I picked Inscription.
My personal choice is Flight Simulator because I really like it.
So no points and no picks and no nothing.
Points.
Go to bed without dinner, Etro.
Yep. Well, I already ate, so too late.
So now we're both struggling at this point. Now I'm thinking, I might have a chance because again, no points in the next category for best family game. Mm-hmm. We both voted for Mario, and it was It Takes Two.
Yeah. It was Mario Superstars the one we voted for, right?
God, Nintendo just got
literally the first 4 on the category. Takes Two, Mario Party, Pokemon, and Super Mario.
Could have been any
of those could have took it.
Mm-hmm.
I don't ever think Wario would have ever got anywhere near that because Wario. I'm like, all I ever see about Wario just like seems like memes. And I have no interest in playing Wario.
I didn't think It Takes Two would get this because the content is difficult to digest. The story in that game is hard. It's hard to digest.
But if it's like married couples or couples playing the game,
sure. But when I think family, I think kids. I don't think like you and your wife.
But then again, I always did say Mario Party, the monopoly of video games.
It is. It's not a great game. It's just.
It's a game where you can lose friendships. You can literally lose friendships over it.
Okay, the funny thing is, best fighting game. This is where I started to make a run. Guilty Gear Strive. I actually got right here. You picked Nickelodeon All Stars.
I didn't care which one won.
I didn't know. I just figured.
I just flipped a coin. I saw SpongeBob. And I'm like, okay. Well, the people in the age range of voting for this game are in that age range of people who watch fucking SpongeBob. That's the only reason I chose it.
Best RPG, we both picked Tales from Arise, so we're tied at 3 at this point. Mm-hmm. I think this one was kind of obvious too. Cyberpunk was not winning this category. Come on.
Tales of Arise was amazing.
Yeah.
Cyberpunk.
Not winning.
If they didn't have a shaky launch, like and shit actually worked, it probably would have won by a landslide.
Okay, that's fair.
But because of the way it happened, most people review bomb that game before even buying it. Because people who play the game now actually say they enjoy the game. It's interesting to see that. But, you know.
It's kind of
I mean,
making a resurgence because it went.
But it's like, it's still a year later, and there's still a lot of issues to be fixed.
They still don't have a next-gen version. There's no next-gen version.
And it was delayed from first quarter to second quarter or third quarter or something like that of 2022. Or was that, no, first quarter 2022, and it was The Witcher 3 that got delayed to the second or third quarter. So, all right.
Here's my run right here. I'm making a run right here. This was my 4th point. Metroid Dread winning Best Action Adventure. You picked Psychonauts 2. Yeah, you picked Psychonauts 2.
I think I just gave it to them because they were listed in so many categories. I just had to give them something. And I've heard good things about it, so okay, I guess the Nintendo people actually took a win there.
Best action game. I got another point.
Yes, you did. You took the lead here.
And this is where I was up 5-3. I had a big lead. I was in the lead. Returnal. I picked Returnal. I figured Returnal would win an award because I feel like a lot of people felt like they got snubbed. And in this category, it was like, Deathloop, fuck it. And then you picked Deathloop, and I was like, ooh, I don't know. That's a good pick.
Like, we both were like thinking Far Cry for personal reasons.
Yeah, it's just because we played it. Yeah, but I was thinking, well, but Deathloop is the only game here that was in the GOTY, the final award. So it's like, how can Deathloop be nominated for GOTY and not win Best Action game?
Best Action.
But it didn't. Right. It didn't.
Nope.
All
right.
But then we go to... Now I start taking a massive lead because I also won Best VR game.
I didn't care. I chose a random one because I don't play VR.
So now at this one, it was 6-3, and I was like, what? This is retarded. There's no way. I kind of figured I would be able to pick Best VR game because I've actually played VR. Quite a bit of VR. But then
last time I played VR, I was like 9 or 10 years old, and it was like at Six Flags.
That was some shitty VR too, probably.
That was oh, dude, it made me sick.
But here we went. We went to we'll skip innovation and accessibility because
I chose innovation accessibility for Forza.
Best community, we both picked Final Fantasy, so now it's 7-4.
Yeah.
For best community, I think that one was obvious too. It's like. But then here comes Hitro on the comeback trail with Genshin Impact.
Yep, Genshin Impact
for both best mobile game.
Now, if you're wondering why we're calling this Genshin Impact, you should really watch the game.
Yeah.
It is brilliant how clueless people, like how they hire people to bring in audiences, and how these people don't give two fucks about the shit that they're brought in for.
Exactly. They just got paid.
It's literally, it's like, who the she's from the WNBA. It's like,
how did she didn't even know what Genshin Impact is.
I bet she was probably like, it's going to be League of Legends. It's going to be League of Legends. It's going to be League of Legends. I bet she was just practicing in her head the whole time. But yeah, it's still Genshin. But forever now, Genshin shall be known as Genshin for me. I will never say anything else.
So then it was 7-5, and then it went to 7-6 because you picked Kenna for best indie, and it won. And I was surprised but happy for the Kenna.
Mm-hmm. You chose
Death's Door. Death's Door is what I chose. Not a shock though that Kenna won this. It's an excellent fucking game. It's good. And then you tied it up. You continued your streak and tied it up at 7. Best ongoing, Final Fantasy 14.
And you said Genshin.
I said Genshin. I was all about the Genshin here.
Genshin.
So now we're tied. Now we're tied at 7, and then you got another point and took the lead. I was like, "What the fuck?" Best audio.
What? Best audio.
We didn't pick Games for Impact, and we didn't pick Content Creator. We did Best Audio Design, and you picked Forza, and you got another point. And now you're up 8-7, and I think I picked Returnal here. But
yeah, you did, because you were like, the rain.
Anybody who's played Returnal knows about the rain. But Forza is Forza, and it took it.
And they're, oh god, because car engines are always fucking better.
And then music, I got a point. How? I don't know, but near Replicant. And then we were tied at 8, again tied. And then I was like, oh, this is fucking weird, because best score in music went to Nier, which I think Nier got robbed. Like, the reason I picked it is because I felt like it got robbed a year ago. And it's always had, Nier has always been like really good in that area.
Just Marvel's Guardians, just because I prefer the kind of music that was playing there.
Yeah, and Marvel's going to get you a point here in a minute. But not for best art. Best art, I got a point, and I was up 9-8 at this point. Deathloop, and you picked Ratchet and Clank here, which isn't a bad pick. I think it was probably close between Deathloop and Ratchet and Clank.
I figured what would throw it in for Ratchet and Clank was because of well, don't get me wrong about Deathloop, but just because the traveling between the worlds was so pretty.
Yeah,
like instantaneous. It was very unique.
Mm-hmm.
So I was like, that has to take it.
Yeah.
All right.
And then you tied it up at 9. We were at 9-9 when you picked a Guardians for best narrative.
Comic book nerds for the win.
And it won over It Takes Two and Deathloop.
Yep.
Which was pretty shocking to me, but I was like, okay. So now we get into it, and actually the last two categories, it was impossible for either one of us to take the lead for the last two categories, because we picked the same game. For best game direction, the winner's Deathloop. We both picked It Takes Two, so no points for us here. And I kind of,
that's because we just want more co-op games that are like this.
And I think that we were like, I kind of felt like at this point I was like, ah, shit, It Takes Two's not going to get it. It's not going to get it. Deathloop's going to get it. And
you were mad because he still wasn't on the stage yet. You were going, where are you, Oscar Fuck's
Yeah, where is he? And then I was like, okay, we both picked It Takes Two across the board here. We're going to be wrong. But we were not. We tied at 10 as It Takes Two took the Oscar.
Yep.
Fuck the Oscars.
Fuck the Oscars. That was the chance.
and he won it, and he got on stage, and he deserves it, in my opinion. EA does not deserve him as a creator, but I hope that he gets to make whatever he wants to make for as long.
Him alone.
Yep, for as long as he makes games, I hope he gets to make whatever he wants, because he deserves it. But
he was so excited when he got on stage too.
But this,
did you see him walking up?
Oh, yeah.
When he walked up to the stage, he was like, he just ripped his mask on, going, "Fuck yeah!"
Yeah.
And I was just like, they put Phil center stage, right closest to the stage, and he did not move at all. Phil Spencer's probably going like this. I think I'm gonna buy this studio.
He's probably thinking of how he could get this guy on the payroll.
Honestly, he probably should.
I hope that for the rest of his career, he never loses his spirit because some business decision like fucks him over. You know, because this guy's made Brothers. He made A Way Out, and he made It Takes Two. And honestly, the purchase price of this game, combined with the friend pass business model and just how the game plays, is so unique. It's like, it's just a co-op game. Nah, dude, there's nothing.
And I didn't even buy this game at first. Initially, you bought the game, and then it took us probably a couple hours, maybe an hour or so, to try to find the install. Because remember, when they released the game,
it's kind of hard to find.
It took him like another hour or so
to put the friend pass on there.
Friend code, yeah, the friend pass.
Mm-hmm.
And we were like, where the fuck is this shit? And then we ended up playing it, and then you were getting a bunch of trophies, and then I was like, okay, I'll buy this now, and then I bought it, and then so you got more trophies in that game than I did, but we did play through it, and
You have
I
to
know
play
eventually
through it
I gotta
twice in order to get all the
well
trophies.
I technically gotta play it like 3 times because I gotta get the beginning trophies
Oh
because
yeah,
I
yeah,
missed
yeah,
those.
yeah. Yeah.
But all I gotta do is just like play the first quarter of the game because we only played like for that part on that character, and then flip it around.
Yeah,
Plus,
this thing is just like it's unique in the fact that you have to play it with someone else, but
eh,
it's not a unique game type. It's just the business model is interesting because it's like, you can you can play with somebody who doesn't own a copy of it, right? And then
yeah,
number two is the way that the game plays out. It the story is contentious, but also the way that they make you work together and then against each other, and then together and then against each other, like throughout the game, is makes you under makes you feel the story of the game. It's weird. I don't know how to like describe it other than this was my this jumped into my game of the year and never dropped out. Like even through Ratchet and Clank, through Returnal, through Guardians of the Galaxy, through and all these other games I played, Kenna. It never pushed in. None of those games ever pushed this one out. It was always there. Um, and so just interesting how, and it's super like casual, I guess is a
yeah,
word to describe it. It's not like super, there's challenging parts to figure out here and there, but it's not like, there's nothing in it that's like, oh, fuck you, die, you know? Um,
exactly.
um, Not that a game can't be good with those moments. It certainly can. In fact, most games are usually better if they push you to your limit, gameplay wise. But this one is just like, as you're playing it, you're just like you're smiling the whole time. You're like, even when you're like supposed to be mad at your partner, come on, man. you know, it's like, nah, I'm still having a good time. So I was happy that that guy won, and I hope he gets to
Yeah,
make something
and
else.
a lot of people chose It Takes Two, and I was surprised like how many big content creators were actually saying It Takes Two should win Game of the Year. Because generally, I figured they'd choose games like a Deathloop or Resident Evil or Metroid, right? Because that's the kind of those are the kind of streams that give them views.
Mm-hmm.
It Takes Two, and
You know
I
what?
mean, besides it being co-op, I mean,
When we played it, it wasn't high. It never got high on Twitch.
no, it never did.
No,
Not even on YouTube Gaming.
on the very when it first came out, it did not climb Twitch at all or YouTube. It just Metroid climbed Twitch pretty quick. Deathloop was definitely up there.
Yeah,
Psychonauts was meh. Resident Evil definitely was at the top of Twitch when it released.
Resident Evil
Mm,
is still on the top of Reddit.
yeah. Um,
It's like it's because it's like Snoo Lady who
who
also
also
won.
won? Yeah.
Who
And
was like
showed
she was
some
in she
side
yeah
booba.
she showed some inside booba. But it always make me laugh because I find out that she's not even in the game very long, and she won. It's like, huh?
Well, I mean, neither is Juan Carlos Esposito. He's not.
But it's Juan Carlos Esposito.
I know, but he wasn't in the game for very long. Yeah, so we tied at 10 throughout all the 22 categories we picked. We tied at 10.
Yep.
That's pretty fucking amazing that we could go through a prediction show and then tie at 10. I think that's pretty cool. We both also got Game of the Year correct. So the Hizzle Gaming Podcast, 2 for 2 on Game of the Year predictions. If you go back in time, actually, we also picked Sekiro. We also picked God of War. and we also picked.
Mind you, you'll probably never find those.
You won't be able to find them, but we did. Trust me, we picked those. We picked 2020. I picked Last of Us. I don't remember if you did.
No, it was
you picked the other one, Ghost of Tsushima, and I picked Last of Us. So we've been pretty much on point the last 4 years. 2021, 2020, we got half right. 2019 and 2018. We've been pretty good at predicting Game of the Year. Maybe not the other categories, but definitely Game of the Year overall. So there you go. Xbox pulling in only awards for Forza.
Oh yeah.
But Forza's good. Forza's good.
Forza won a few more awards also because they won Best Sports, Best Sound, right, and then they also won Innovative or the Accessibility. So Forza took 3 awards for the GOTY.
So let's go into the part of the podcast where we talk about the trailers that were shown. And I just want to get your I'm gonna queue up some trailers. But there won't be any audio for them. Just because I'm worried that that my channel will get blown up. It doesn't really matter though, but still. But let's talk about what comes to your mind. What's the first thing that comes to your mind about the trailers you saw during the show? Just
Star Wars Eclipse.
Yeah, I was gonna say that. So
I just muted myself. I was like, I'm not talking to anybody because I thought it was gonna be more on, Bethesda Star Wars. They're not Bethesda Star Wars, but you know what I mean.
You thought Ubisoft?
Yes, not Ubisoft, but the other one.
Jedi Fallen Order.
Yes.
2, which hasn't been announced yet. But when you saw the graphics for this game, did it make you think immediately that it was going to be Quantic Dream?
I didn't know that because no, I wasn't thinking of that. I was going like, man, this is looking amazing. If this is going to be like KOTOR or any of the other ones, I did not know anything about this at all. And
you didn't know that it was rumored that this
no, because I don't look at the forums as much over game rumors.
Okay.
Like I'll pick up a game rumor from time to time if it makes it onto like one of my podcasts or something like that. But I'm not like actively looking for game rumors.
Sure.
It's just how I am. Because sometimes I want to be surprised, and sometimes I think rumors can ruin things.
Okay.
And then I saw Yoda, and I'm like, okay.
I went WTF when Yoda was on the screen too. Yeah, I was like, I knew at that moment it wasn't KOTOR.
This isn't KOTOR. And then, but then like it shows this planet. I'm like, is this that planet like where it shows them like walking through the market? I was like, is this like a Star Wars First Order, Last Order? No.
And it's content from the cartoon. Like
which I've never watched the cartoons.
You never seen Rebels?
Nope.
Okay, because the guys from Rebels are in this.
Okay. And then my brain went like, could it be that they're redoing Battlefront 2?
No.
Like properly
no.
Get it away from EA and like because right here like the big battle in the space.
I was thinking Ubisoft right here. I was thinking it was Ubisoft. I really was, and then I was like, wait, the graphics are way too good for it to be Ubisoft. And then when they revealed it was Quantic Dream, the guys that made Detroit Become Human, it made total sense. It clicked. So this will be kind of like not as much gameplay, more choicey. I'm sure there'll be gameplay moments, but I don't think it'll be straight gameplay like what you think. And I think there'll be a lot of choice, hopefully branching paths. That would be awesome.
All right.
But yeah, fucking yeah. I was like, fuck yeah, they're making this. Okay, yeah, that was one of my moments too. I was like, oh.
Okay, what about Tina?
Tiny Tina, I'm
They're
excited
trying-
for. Tiny Tina Wonderlands.
They brought out the man, the myth, the legend of
Batman.
yeah, Batman. He acted like a hero. He's not a hero.
Yeah, no, that was funny. The trailer definitely didn't. I mean, we've seen trailers for this game before. Didn't really do anything additional for me. But yeah, I'm pumped. I think this is
I mean,
a good.
they showed more gameplay and it looks more fun. And now that, it's just great.
No, it looked good. It looks good. I'm definitely just as excited for it as I was before. What about Alan Wake 2? That got you pumped up, didn't it?
Yeah. That surprised the fuck out of me. Alan Wake 2 did.
Yeah. It was kind of a mystery. They didn't go world premiere before they showed it. They just kind of dropped it. How about Among Us VR?
Did not care because they've already had spin-offs of Among Us VR, and but Alan Wake 2 was a shock because I was not expecting them to ever go back to that series because it's been over a decade.
It looks pretty good.
Was not on my radar at all. It was not on my radar at all. I know they just did a remaster, and I thought that was the big news because they showed the remaster back at E3 or the summer event, right? Or was it? It was It was one of the PlayStation events or E3 or around that area. But wow, that was a shocker.
How about Hellblade 2? That was kind of weird.
That was weird, but even the first Hellblade is extremely weird.
So, what excited me, the Wonder Woman game being made by the Shadow of Mordor team.
Yeah.
Oh, I don't know what the fuck that is, but I was like, okay, yeah, that should be a thing. Sounds good. I know you got excited for Nightingale.
Yeah, that actually looks pretty cool.
Which is a survival crafting game, another one. But it actually looked pretty decent. It was I think ex BioWare people making a third person.
It's basically like Conan, but it's like in the Fey fantasy kind of universe. Like there's fairies and there's looks like giants, stuff like that in it.
Yeah.
I mean,
dude, with the fucking Matrix Resurrection trailers, Jesus. But yeah, Nightingale. At first, I was like, ooh, I don't know. But then, as it kept showing more and more of it, it was like, this is not terrible. Oh no, it's not third person; it's first person. I think that was what the biggest problem I had with it. But yeah, it looks like, go out, hunt shit, and then build your base type thing.
Now, another one I'm really excited for that they revealed at the end of the thing, and that was Arc Raiders.
Okay. That was the third person one.
That was the third person shooter.
The PvE one.
It's a giant open world PvE game.
X Battlefield. X Battlefield.
Yeah. X also wasn't he also part of like Dragon Age?
Yeah.
Yeah, he won the award for Dragon Age.
Dragon Age.
He got the GOTY
Inquisition.
for that.
Yeah.
Yeah, he got the GOTY for that. So.
Yeah, I like the graphics package they used.
Same. Like the title screen and stuff. I thought it was unique. This looks like it'd be fun. I mean, honestly, mind you, this is just more hype factor than anything, and I'm just also, but because I honestly at first thought I was like, oh, good, it's that BioWare game. They're creating that second one finally. Of the, I can't remember the name of it. It was so bad. The the one where you flew around in suits.
Oh, yeah.
Oh
Anthem.
god. Yeah, because I was getting Anthem vibes. Because it showed them like when I was traveling out of the tunnel. I was like, oh, so they're not flying out of tunnels because they live underground now.
This actually reminds me of, I mean, the environmental destruction, but it actually reminds me a little bit of Outriders at first.
Also reminded me a little. It also reminded me a little bit of Ghost Recon, and I was like, oh yeah, like we're gonna be stealthing around after that thing. And know for our first thing is Air's just gonna shoot anything that's in the sky. So it's like fuck stealth. But yeah, this was a big surprise. I think Star Wars was a massive surprise, and this one is a massive. And this was like, this is like a new IP, so which is good.
One more thing that surprised me and shocked me and like kind of got me to perk up a little bit was Sonic Frontiers. What the fuck? A goddamn open world Sonic game that actually looked fucking good. I was like, what is this? However, Lord of the Rings, things that fell flat for me. Lord of the Rings Gollum. What the hell?
That was horrible.
Suicide Squad fell flat for me. It was flat.
Okay.
Even though it's, Rockstar. Space Marine 2, flat.
Among Us VR, flat. We always talked about that.
Star Trek, the Star Trek Telltale game, a little flat. Honestly.
But it piqued my interest slightly.
Rumbleverse was definitely flat.
Tachia, that's flat for me.
Really? I like that one.
I'm not into it.
I think that could be a Kenna. That could be a Kenna for 2022.
It's very possible.
Crossfire X is flat.
Forspoken.
Forspoken, I am day one, no doubt. I love the guy who's writing that game.
But no. How was the trailer for you though? Like, I'm getting the game no matter what. But honestly, it wasn't like super amazing either. I mean, that's just my.
I didn't need to see another trailer. I'm already in.
No,
I didn't think the trailer
Crossfire X sort of fell flat for me because they've been promising this game for the past few years, and it still hasn't come out. So it's just like, eh.
PUBG don't care. That's flat.
Now,
Destiny's flat.
Somerville, that fell flat for me.
Okay.
Cuphead, did not care.
I think it deserves DLC, but I don't care personally. But it wasn't flat. It deserved DLC.
Didn't they show
Homeworld 3 was
Horizon? Horizon was amazing.
Oh yeah, that game's gonna be awesome.
But
The Expanse, what'd you think of that one? It was a very spacey type game.
Expanse. Wasn't that Chorus?
It was a Telltale game. I must have been flat because you don't remember it. Oh, you might have been gone at that time.
I think I went and took a leak.
Homeworld 3 also was flat.
That or they didn't show it during the awards, but before the awards. Because I didn't watch the pre-show.
Oh, okay.
So I'll have to take a look at this Expanse one.
It was like a Telltale.
Okay. I mean, that's something I'll have to look into. Oh. Okay, I see the Expanse trailer. I'll put that onto my add to watch later list. But now they showed some movies.
GTFO was really flat for me.
I didn't care.
So was Vampire the Masquerade.
I was upset about Vampire the Masquerade.
You were just angry. Oh, you were in a rage-filled crying session? Or, I can't remember what it was.
I can't remember what I said either. I said some really fucked up bullshit. I was just like, it's just a stupid bullshit, motherfucker.
Plague Requiem looks good, though. Plague's Tale.
Oh, Rumblers! Who gives a fuck about another fucking Battle Royale? Stop it!
Yeah.
Stop it, Fortnite!
Yep.
Stop it!
Yep.
Fuck you! And that's what fucking Vampire Masquerade is. It's just a fucking pretty fucking Fortnite game where you play vampires and just like fuck it, it's stupid. Oh my god, they showed.
But Plague's Tale looked okay. Requiem. It looked
Requiem.
fine. Dying Light 2. What do you think? A little flat.
This trailer was horrible. It was not good at all. I'm excited to play the game, but that trailer was just like, oh, so that dude just went into that house, stole their fucking UV light, got that whole family murdered just to fucking die at the end of the trailer. But then at the end of it, if he did all that shit, and you see where his like son turns to him going, Dad! And it's just like, I'm sorry, I'm not gonna feel bad for him. He basically just killed 3 people to kill himself and not save his son.
How about Metal Hellslinger, the Gods of Metal?
Fucking die in a burning garbage of fire.
It looked like it was flat. What about the Dune 4G game? The 4X Dune game. You got excited.
That was actually pretty cool. I was not expecting them to ever make a Dune game like that. That metal one, whatever, it was just like trying to be Doom Eternal. I'm like, we already have Doom. We want a heavy metal inducer shooter. We'll play Doom. We're not gonna fucking play your shit.
True. I agree with that, by the way.
Oh, Final Fantasy VII coming to PC. Your thoughts?
Go play it if you haven't, you dumb motherfucker.
Okay.
Yes, it's good.
Saints Row.
Looked about what I expected. It didn't fall flat, but
Same.
It was just kind of there.
It was like what you expect, right?
Yeah.
Nothing, like not as surprising. So yeah.
Sonic Frontiers looked good though. Somerville was meh.
Yeah, like I said, Genshin for me was meh. Sorry, Lames.
How about Lady Gaga coming to Beat Saber? You excited for that?
I did not care. I did not care.
How about Slitterhead?
I didn't even realize that was fucking Lady Gaga.
You know you want to play Slitterhead.
God,
that was that weird one with the fucking hot chicks that turned into the fucking.
Shit, like there's a fucking neck monster.
Yeah.
Ah!
That's the guy. That's the Kojima's buddy's game.
Yeah, that's Kojima's buddy. Oh, what about that synced off-planet one?
I don't even remember that one. So that one was flat.
So it was the one where like they would like have like these metal parts on their arms, and then they would send them out forward, and it'd be like some kind of robot.
Okay.
It was like a cinematic trailer.
Hmm.
It reminded me more of some Nintendo Switch game than anything, and I can't even think of the name of the goddamn Nintendo Switch. So.
How about protesters standing outside the arena in solidarity with Activision Blizzard workers? What a waste of time. Why would you stand outside the venue?
What was it at the beginning of the show? He made a statement saying.
Yeah, but it didn't have anything to do with that. It was more of a.
Yeah.
I forget what it was. It was something else that he was promoting, actually.
Was it promoting? I thought it was more like about sexual abuse, misconduct, or something.
I don't know. He said something. I glazed over it. I was like,
oh, that Still Rising cinematic trailer.
Okay.
You remember that?
Mm-mm.
It's the one where it was like a doll and she was like assassinating shit, and she was dancing ballet for like a bunch of people.
Nope.
And then fighting other robots.
Mm-mm.
We said it looked interesting when we watched it, but I think Rumbleverse just like, what the fuck? No. The Matrix Awakens.
Yeah, I'm downloading that shit, so I'm gonna take a look at it later.
Installed I think it's all installed on my PS5. I'll check it out later. Now they showed the Sonic the Hedgehog 2 movie trailer.
Okay.
And I was like, okay. And then they showed Tails and they showed Knuckles. And I was just like, okay. Idris Elba as Knuckles. And
what about Elden Ring? Super stoked for it? Or You didn't need it. You didn't need that.
I didn't need another trailer.
Yeah.
I thought their last trailer was enough. It was gonna sell a bunch of games anyways. But I got a feeling that's, big paid sponsorship promotion kind of thing.
How
for the
about
Game Awards.
Texas Chainsaw Massacre?
What?
That
No.
was in the pre-show, and so was Babylon's Fall, which is kind of like a Godfall. It looks like Godfall.
That chorus game looks amazing though.
That wasn't in. Was that in? Yeah. They had a commercial for it. That's right.
Looks amazing.
How about Thirsty Suitors? That's Liam's game. There's another one called Evil West, which kind of made me think of Van Helsing. It's kind of like a dude wearing a cowboy hat, fucking killing zombies. That was in the pre-show. There's another one called Have a Nice Death that me and Flat were saying looks like, I forget what it was. Something like... Then there's Planet of Lana. I think that's one you're talking about with the robots. Persona 4 Fighter was shown, and that was kind of meh. And then Lost Ark, which I don't give a fuck about, which is
it's a Korean MMO.
Yeah.
It's a top-down, like Diablo style MMO.
I was sad there was no Final Fantasy 16 anything.
Yeah, but I got a feeling PlayStation's gonna do it at their big showcase.
And Golem, that looked stupid.
We already talked about Golem. Now, Halo TV series trailer. I was shocked.
Okay.
I was actually shocked. I mean, it looks pretty good.
Fall Guys, Nightmare Before Christmas collaboration. That was cool. I liked it.
Yep. That game is going to get me drunk again, isn't it?
Yep. K-pop Doke Rockstar music video. Cringe.
I think I went to the restroom when that was happening. I was
Genshin,
like, okay, I don't need to watch this.
Genshin Impact, a new character.
I think Liam's might have lost his shit when that happened. Well, no, he knew about
it. The one you were talking about, the Souls like where she was fucking up robots. That's Steel Rising.
Yeah. Yeah.
And that was on right before Metal Hellslinger, which is why I completely forgot about it. Because Metal Hellslinger looked like garbage.
Yeah.
And then Rumbleverse was on right after that, which also looked like garbage.
Oh, Suicide Squad.
Flat. It was flat.
The only two characters in that whole thing that looked interesting to me was Harley and Deathstroke. Around Deathstroke. Yeah,
Deathstroke. Mm-hmm.
It looks like the most two kind of gameplay like characters I would play for their combat styles. I didn't care about Shark Man or whatever his name is, and I didn't give a fuck about Boomerang.
Synced Off Planet. That was the one we were making fun of. It looked like Knack. Where you like summon creatures off of your body parts.
Yeah.
That was weird. Yeah, I think we're in agreement. Like with most of the shit, it was like, I think my number one thing was definitely the Star Wars Eclipse. Like if I had to say what stood out the most, and then I think I'm most excited for Forspoken. And then my kind of surprise reveal was, I think, the Sonic open world game. I was like, what the fuck? And Wonder Woman also. I was like, whoa! But they didn't really show much of that. So instead of making Shadow of Mordor 3, they're like, fuck it, Wonder Woman. So, but yeah, overall, I thought it was a pretty good show. I know a lot of people were like shitting on the nominees and kind of shitting on the show ahead of time. It's like, nah, dude. This is like the December goodies, you know. The end of the year, you get your hot chocolate and your Gatorades. and then you watch the Game Awards and you kind of reflect on what you played last year, and also you get to see some trailers for some new shit that comes out. So pretty cool.
All right.
And that's all we got. I mean, we could talk about the Matrix PlayStation blog
Oh,
stuff, but
don't forget the December games should have just dropped.
they're out. Yeah, you could go bitch about the Godfall Challenger Edition because it's not the full game. Go bitch about it on the forums, like all the other bitches,
Yeah.
like all the other bitches.
So Godfall Challenger Edition is not the full game.
No.
Wow.
Nope. There's no. You don't get to play the story content, which is go to the hub, talk to one person, and then go out and fight.
I think like 80% of people would be fine with that.
The thing is, they don't know, so they just go on the forums and bitch about it not being a full game. It's like,
okay. Lego DC versus Villains is probably the only game, and Mortal Shells are probably going to be the two games that I download. Well, at least add to my queue. So.
Yeah, and check out the sale. It's a short weekend sale for Game of the Year deals.
It ends on the 13th.
Yep.
So.
Make sure you get into that action. I'm sure Epic and Steam and all that probably have other sales as well. But I didn't check those. But that's going to be the podcast. Thanks for listening, watching, whatever platform you're on. If you're on your phone and in the bathroom, flush, wipe. Just kidding. I don't know what it I was just trying to. But yeah, that's the podcast. Thanks for being here. If you want to join us live, we're going to try to be a little bit more tight. Keep it to an hour. Keep it from 9 p.m. to 10 p.m. Pacific time on Wednesdays. So we'll try to keep it a little bit more compact, a little bit more on time.
We went a little over. And technically, I think you have for an hour 10 because we talked 5 minutes and realized that your stream wasn't streaming.
Yeah, sometimes there's technical issues, but if you want to join in the chat, I am working on a little plugin for OBS to bring user chat questions into the podcast. So if you want to be on live. That might be your chance to get a question answered.
Check Discord. Check our Discord. We're constantly posting.
Discord is amazing. The Hizzle Discord is good to be in. There's lots of feet pics in there. And definitely things that are hard to come by. So, Also, for Christmas, we're probably going to... I'm planning on a Fall Guys stream. And I'm also planning on a Discord watch party for National Lampoon's Christmas Vacation. So if you want to watch
the calendar for this year.
If you want to watch National Lampoon's Christmas Vacation with some of the Hizzle crowd, get a Discord invite. I'm keeping Discord private for the most part, invite only. So I'm not gonna just put it in chat in the comments or anything. So, get in the chat, interact live with the stream, or you can comment below and tell us how much my takes suck on video games, because they do. I'm 100% sure that I have bad takes on video games.
Fall Guys, I think, is cross-platform.
It is. Mm-hmm.
So I will most likely be at work, but I will most likely be taking my laptop with me. And so I'll just hotspot the damn thing. Go like this. Whee!
You're going to be at work on New Year's Eve?
Not New Year's Eve. I don't think so.
That's when I plan to play it, I think.
I'm off New Year's, no. I don't know. When is it? Is New Year's Eve a Friday this year? Yeah, it looks like it's a Friday. Ugh. Thought it was Thursday.
Also, just to not to kill your mood or anything, but on Epic you can get the Godfall Challengers Edition for free as well on PC, and it's not the whole game. So go bitch in the forums about that as well.
That's the end of the podcast. We'll catch you guys next week.
Later.
Bye.